Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I'll be reading the May 16th Daily Inspirational Message. The condensed version is 2 paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself, say a little prayer, and then make a couple comments on the message. And if you like the message or find the message of use, please be so kind as to like the video and push the little notification bell. Thank you for that. Here we go, the title. Allowing peace and compassion to be your companions. Paragraph 1. Today, let us practice taking greater personal responsibility for the thoughts we are thinking and thus the energies we allow to flow through us. In the end, we are the only ones who can decide what thoughts and energies we will place our time and focus on. It is what we place our time and focus on that we experience. If we would like to experience more peace and compassion in our life, then we must make the effort to focus on them. We can bring them into focus by making them our goals for every interaction. Therefore, today, before any interaction, remind yourself, peace and compassion are my goals for this interaction. Peace and compassion are both expressions of love. Thus, anytime we align with or use any of love's expressions, we are opening the way for peace and compassion to become our companions. Paragraph 2. Today, let us recall that love is our creator and peace and compassion are both expressions and reflections of that love. Because of this, peace and compassion are our energetic brother and sister. Thus, we are forever worthy of their companionship. When we forget this and find ourselves buying into the ego's fear-based and judgment-centered mindset, let us simply call upon 2 more sacred siblings, forgiveness and understanding, to help us find our way back to the light in us, our true home. Love is our creator, true nature, function, and home. Love and all of its expressions are our energetic family. We are here together as one family to help each other recall who in truth we are. We help remind others by creating as our Creator created through the energy of love. And so today, through our focus, peace and compassion, as expressions of love, consciously and proactively become our constant companions. All right, allowing peace and compassion to be our companions. Okay, today I'm going to make 4 points that I trust and hope will assist you in implementing this daily inspiration. The first point, always remind yourself that you heal or poison yourself with every thought you think. And so if peace and compassion are your constant companions throughout the day, obviously you're going to be much more healed. And so today we make that effort. We make that effort proactively. And so in point number 1, remember every thought either heals you or poisons you. Point number 2. Okay, we want to be proactive about making peace and compassion our companions. And the best way I can imagine doing so is to make them our goal for every interaction. And so we go into the interaction proactively. Okay, my goal today is to practice aligning and choosing peace and compassion as my companions. And in doing so, I heal. And because I heal, I'm able to heal the rest of the world, or all those that come my way. And so in point number 2, we say, okay, peace, before every interaction, peace and compassion are my goal for this interaction. Peace and compassion are my goal for this interaction. So you go into the interaction with your goal already set. And thus the interaction becomes a means to achieve your goal. Okay, that's point number 2. Be proactive and set the goal. And point number 3, let us remember that peace and compassion are just aspects, reflections, extensions of love, of who in truth we all are, because God is love in all, and therefore the truth in us is that love. And peace and compassion are two reflections of that love. And so anytime we're using or choosing any of love's expressions, we're getting closer to peace and compassion. And so let's say you're in an interaction and you start judging your brother or sister. And then you stop yourself and remind yourself, wait, peace and compassion are my goals today. And you ask for understanding or kindness or lead them back to the light in them. That's just bringing you back to peace and compassion. And so the anger is dissolved, the resentment is dissolved, and you come back to peace and compassion. If somebody's anxious or fearful, doubtful, maybe you can help them see that if they trust God more, peace results. And so you see, whatever it is that you offer, whatever expression of love that you offer them, brings you closer to that peace and compassion. And so it doesn't have to be exactly peace and compassion, but just know that if you choose in alignment with love and any of its expressions, you're on the path to peace and compassion. That's point number 3. Every expression of love helps lead you to peace and compassion. And then point number 4, and the last point, is remember, we're all one. If you deny peace and compassion to a brother or sister, you're withholding that peace and compassion from yourself. And so when the ego says they're not worthy of your peace and compassion, they're not worthy of your forgiveness or understanding, that's just the ego talking. The ego gets you nowhere near peace and compassion. Put it on its little head, set it aside, and remember, I am one with my brother and sister. We are all one. And so whatever I offer them, I experience myself. I get to feel myself. I get to heal myself. And therefore, I'm going to offer them peace and compassion so that I can experience it myself. Because as God's creation, I am worthy of peace and compassion. And as God's creation, so too are they. No matter what story they're buying into, no matter what challenges or darkness they're trying to overcome, no matter what judgments or resentments they might have towards you, they are God's creation. They're worthy of peace and compassion. And if they don't quite recognize it yet, you be the light. You be the light of peace and compassion and offer it to them so that they can begin to see, oh, there might be a better way to deal with this situation. And as you offer that peace and compassion to your brother and sister, you get filled with God's love. You return to center. You return home where the love of God forever resides. And you get to feel it. And the more you get to practice doing that, the more you get to realize and remember that you're worthy of peace and compassion. And just one last point that I just thought about is something that I recommend always ending every interaction is with gratitude. Because all your brother and sister are really doing is helping you practice remembering that you're worthy of peace and compassion. So thank you, brother and sister, for helping me remember that I have free will, that I can choose peace and compassion instead of the ego stories. Let's call that point number 5. All right. Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. I appreciate your time. If you'd be so kind as to like, comment, or share this video, it will help with the listening process, and it might help somebody remember that peace and compassion can be their companions, even through dark and challenging times. All right. Thank you for your time. I love you very much, and God willing, we will see each other tomorrow. Peace.